It does happen, unfortunately. I think that is unavoidable. I might have shot a little bit too soon here. Looks like we're not quite live.
Um,
Give me
you
one
can just
sec.
check in the chat.
It does happen, unfortunately. I think that is okay. Just a bit of a delay. Okay, we are now live, and so confirmed, and so we're now returning. Do let us know if the audio or video looks a little bit off, um, but we'll be monitoring the chat, and so we're now heading into game one here. It looks like they've gone through bands already, and we're going right into map selection. Cal, do you have any thoughts on, you know, versus either of these two players, whether or not there are maps you'd prefer to avoid or prefer to play, where you feel like you have an advantage or they have a weakness?
I mean, I know that Sam hates upgrading build, so I would leave like the map that rely on build upgrade a bit, like Drawing Board, Silver Lake, even Hollywood Hill. And then if I'm playing somebody that I'm consider like higher level than me, then I would like definitely leave the map that like more variants like Hollywood Hill also.
And is that just because you have the random sponsor draws that you feel like you can get an advantage through
Yeah,
them? That makes
exactly.
sense. And it looks like Research Institute or outdoor area or park restaurant being considered here. How do you feel about between these two picks? Where do you see the advantage coming in picking one of these first? Oh, and AI also getting moused over. A few different options here. Um, I think pretty solid maps. Perhaps Research Institute being the strongest with the Free University on the ground, but I'm curious what you think.
Oh, so
Oh,
um
mirror matchup. Okay.
yes, yes. So I recently shared up like my tier list of all the map in asymmetrical matchup, and um Research Institute is definitely in the top three, along with outdoor area and ICP.
I personally find ICP kind of difficult to play on. I think just because of the sort of bifurcation of the rock and the water. Well, I guess the water just all being on one side of the map. Um, it requires more planning than my tiny little brain can handle sometimes. So that's always a challenge. All right, we're right into opening hands here. Water playground definitely a good sponsor to have in the opening hand. Otherwise, some not a lot of project relevant or immediately playable stuff. Sam just going here with a rock monitor just to have a two size. It looks like, and then the rhino for later. I don't know if this loggerhead sea turtle will
Hmm.
ever see play, but what do you think about this opening hand and these selections?
Well, well, first of all, I feel like Sam had the better end of the stick when it comes to the special action, Mark Animal and Clever card. Like some people would, oh, that a pretty decent like pickup, I would say. The
Agreed.
Marine Research Expedition.
With sponsors on five here, just sort of right into
Yeah.
two sea animals.
And then he have Sunbay as well though. So let's say he hit like a shitty monster, he can that just for extra money for him.
That's a good point. Do you think he even goes and builds an aquarium at this point, or do you think he just takes his two sea animals and moves on to doing other things?
I would say it's probably that come down to personal preference. I can see like both line going like rock monitor or going large aquarium here. Mm,
I don't think he'll be selling that sponsor. I think that sponsor might see
yeah,
play.
yeah,
And I guess maybe he starts over the X token now, at the top left of the map, and then he can has like a pretty nice spot there for cable car. Not exactly sure how he'll want to
yeah.
structure this, but that's one way to go about it. Looks like. Also, some pretty interesting stuff in the display. The double project relevant three size monkey. I mean, the howler's not exactly the most exciting animal to play all the time. Um, the expert on America's
Okay.
big aquarium coming down. I you know I
I
guess
really like it. Yeah.
you like the big aquarium right away. You say stick with the sea animal plan, and I guess get towards this university on the ground as soon as possible.
Yeah, because the idea that we have water playground, right? So we can just like connect to it, and get an upgrade, and then this gonna help us put down cable car more easily with sponsor upgrade, most likely.
Rudaz in the chat says the worst thing is that they can't both lose. There's some bad blood, I guess. I don't know. Who do you think is the deepest or the heart? I don't know, the strongest rivalry here, of the players left? Do you think there's anyone where there's real, uh, maybe not real
Well,
that between the players, but a history of rivalry that you feel like is bubbling under the surface for a given match?
so just a quick question: how long have you been in the community? And
Uh, you
like
know,
actually, like, yeah,
I've like watched maybe Sam's streams for a little under a year, and then I've seen some of the other Emu Cup matchups. I know Sam had his best of seven with BDW. Um, I think for the last
yeah.
Emu Cup, which I know is pretty rough one in the end. But would that be your pick or?
Um, yeah, that's definitely a strong case of like I wouldn't call it bad blood. It just maybe like good like revenge matchup that
Right?
we potentially seeing. And then I know that Ruda just gonna hack everyone. So
Just
yeah,
Realize just an equal opportunity hater. That's funny. Okay, so we do have the water playground to get the university on the ground, and so he rushes towards that. Hansai is also not a bad one to have here with the rhino that's going to be stuck in your hand probably for a round or two, um, after this. Uh, and it looks like do you? I might have tried to find a way to get cable car down before rock monitor, but it probably is just too complicated with action order here. Um,
I mean, if you really want to, he can guarantee the cable car next turn, right, by just Xing back animal. Um, and I think that might have been better. Just expect animal and play cable car. It gives you the same amount of appeal anyway.
yeah. Oh, is the yeah, it's true. And
Um,
then this is selling the rhino. What do we think? I would have held on to it, because it's a rhino. But I guess I think he's confident he can find other things to do. Uh, and I guess he's got the big aquarium for the loggerhead, so he wants to hold on to that for now.
I mean, Rhino is probably one of the most controversial card in like the top player opinion.
Really?
I personally would have kept the Rhino there. Yeah, like some said, like some just give up the Rhino so easily, and then some like held on to it for a very long time. Like people have different take on Rhino, and from what I have seen,
Yeah, I mean, looking at it, if I think there are times where you know you got to think carefully about what the base conservation projects are and whether or not it
yeah.
makes sense to keep rhino. But no habitats, no species really is the big one because it's so easy to get to species five. Um, and you got hand size already. Seems like a good time to hold on to a speculative rhino for later, but uh, Sam's got other plans. He will have, since Faerch broke here, he's going to be able to do cable car relatively early in next round if he wants.
Oh, so a sun bear just show up. So
We do have a sun bear.
Sam.
Do you think we're? I mean, I guess maybe we're doing partner zoos for Americas at some point anyway. Um, and the macaque in
Yeah.
display is also Asia or supported by Asia. Um, well, a couple ways to go about this here. You could two sides over the card draw, pick up the macaque or the expert on America, or not the macaque, but you could pick up the expert on Americas, or you could go for snapping here and pick up the sun bear maybe something else in the
So
display.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah. I'm just. I would say I'm surprised that Sam didn't take snapping there. I personally would also have taken two side, but from what I've seen, Sam is probably on the one of player that like focus on denying and like taking good count along with snapping. So his
Yeah,
two side gonna surprise me.
the Sunbear does have the determination action. Sometimes it could be considered offset by the fact that you'd have to stop and get a partner zoo in a game where it's not otherwise clear you'd want to get a partner zoo for Asia. I think is maybe the logic for why he's not that concerned about it. But certainly getting a you couldn't hold it against someone for wanting to pick up a Sun Bear there. A lot of benefit to doing that. We do see the cable car come down and the two CP worker. What do we think on the two CP worker decision here?
I think it's good enough. We don't have like any plan for a second upgrade right now, so just wrapping like two CP worker is kind of like the standard. I would say the standard line on research anyway.
And pretty quick connection to the institute with the
Mm,
cable car, and this will actually enable the Jaguar with the discount from animals here. And it looks like he will end up picking up the Asia Partner Zoo probably. Yep.
yeah.
So
So oh 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 because like his like fair already grab America partner zoo. So
yeah, so
mm,
that makes the Sun Bear more attractive, though he doesn't have a immediately obvious way to pick it up. So we'll have to see. And he'll also be a little bit of a ways away from his third upgrade, just being at 2 rep and not having animals upgraded yet.
so what? So right now, what I'm already thinking about is like, is it possible to fit like 5 kiosks on the map for Expert of America in game? And
Really?
I don't think it's possible. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's just something to like start thinking about early.
Right, because you
Like
got
you
to
have
plan
one
ahead a
spot
lot.
bottom. Yeah, you have one spot bottom left, one spot bottom right, and then you probably have to like fit two. I mean, it's doable, but it's might affect your map a bit.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like it's gonna like he's got a few of these 2 size spots open that he's probably gonna want to hold on to, and probably keep this 5 size
Mm,
spot. And I guess there are it looks like we have a bit of a disconnect here
connection
with
issue.
connection issue with Sam's side of it. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're
Yeah.
back. Okay. Um, but yeah, not a ton of not really clear you'll be able to do this with how filled up the map is already. And you have those two spots that kind of interfere with each other. Sorry if the connection issues are still happening. I don't know if that's my end or what exactly. Okay. Would you
Mm.
message Sam? Just let him know we're having some connection issues. I'm not.
Um.
Let me see if it's.
I
Let me see
mean,
if me lowering my settings helps a little bit.
yeah. I mean, I can, but I kind of don't want to like mess with him.
Oh,
Like to
during the
distract
match.
him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good. Okay. All right. Well, bear with us here. Sorry about the issues that we're having with Sam's stream. Not really sure what, if anything, I can do about it on my end. Try just refreshing here. Okay.
Um, are we back?
Uh, it's just
Oh,
now the quality's quite low. Let me try to see if I can get it. Okay. It should be back now. Apologies for that issue. I'm not sure if the connectivity issue is just on my end with my internet or if something was uploading on Sam's side. I'm guessing it's a me thing, but hopefully with a little bit lower quality on the stream. Um, just HD instead of 1080p. It should be okay. Is it coming through now okay for you, Cal?
yeah, everything seems fine right now for me.
Okay. Apologies, guys. First time streaming for me, so a couple of technical issues, but hopefully continues okay. We already have Sam previewing his end games, sponsored zoo and designer zoo. Uh, Already up to 4 different enclosure sizes on designer zoo, but and probably is could be good for 2 this game, but
Yeah,
maybe not any better than that. So probably
uh,
looking to do
I mean
sponsored zoo.
he had a one side from West America and probably a five side top. So I would say Designer Zoo is not that bad.
Okay, definitely an okay pick. Uh, all right, Melissa confirming it looks good in the chat now on stuff, and we do have Sam putting together a pretty good set of um, sea animals here, and now we have the scuba
Hmm,
dive. Do you do you ever
aquarium is a bit.
do you ever cook your map entirely with the aquarium?
I probably go for the betting like yeah the whole whisperer here.
Even though it's
We already have like
a little off play, a little bit far from being playable.
yeah. I mean we already have one betting zoo in hand, and then like the betting zoo shape it also help with designer zoo. That's something to keep in mind. So
Both very good calls. And then we do have the marketing effect off the loggerhead, which he kept from his opening hand, and he goes with the expert on Africa for it. Uh, Over expert on Americas, I guess he wants to get this clever action right away. Do we think break 9
so
incoming?
um
Probably not, but we'll
so
see.
what can Sam do? I mean he can probably grab like the third unit to get his animal. Oh no, to get like closer to whole whisperer.
It's true. I mean, he could get that would get him his third upgrade, getting him to 5 rep, right? Because he hasn't taken the science 2 rep uni, so that'll be good as an action left this round. But out of money
Oh,
and probably not a lot of incentive to do stuff. Large animals coming out of Faerch, which
I think yeah,
that's
Faerch in
that's pretty convenient though for Sam because he can leech off that immediately.
Faerch in a decent position right now. He had two project done. He had like a science engine running. He had a sunbed in the back. So
Yeah,
it's starting to look really dicey actually.
yes, it's science museum and spokesperson for him. Is that right?
Yeah, science
Wow.
museum spokesperson. He already grabbed all three unis. So I think so.
Do you like this large animals project from him? I mean, I know he wants to do a project, but I think Sam was kind of looking for something to do with his association action, and he gets to do a
Yeah, I
better
like
version
it,
of the
but
project. You don't think in Faerch's position there it ever makes sense to kind of hold on to the project, maybe try to do something else? You think it's still worth for your own kind of income rewards, or
hmm. Um, I think it's fine for both player to do a project here, and
okay?
there's nothing, you know.
No, fair enough.
So what do we discarding here? Yeah.
Uh, I don't love the taper. Okay, I guess discarding the pending zoo animal makes
Oh,
sense because you can get it back with Horse Whisperer. I think is probably the logic.
I mean I get it, but I personally would have probably ditch maybe the Nemo actually. No, 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 not probably not. Probably just the taper. Even though we have a discount in the two side reward, I actually think it might just be taper. Um, y- yeah. So what do you think
Okay.
is the third upgrade for Sam? Is it card or a show?
Uh, I kind of auto default to cards, and you do have that benefit with clever cards of being able to do the clever action for free if you upgrade it. On the other hand, I'm not sure if this game is he's going to be able to get any of the rewards along the rep track, and so in some ways that
Yeah,
might be a wasted upgrade. So it's a good question, and I think yeah, I would understand going for Associator for sure. Uh, it does look like he would be able to get those cheap donations going, and
yeah.
this might have been the reason for keeping the tapier. Looks like it's coming out. He gets the 5 rep and can immediately start making these
Oh,
donations. Also, this digging is
I
pretty
see.
useful as these science icons that
Oh no.
show up get knocked away. Uh, I'm sure Ferric is wishing he had discarded the tapier. Although he also, he gets the digging off the ribbon tail ray too if he really wants. Uh, some useful stuff to control the display.
Hmm.
And we do see the cards upgrade. I guess maybe also, one benefit here of upgrading cards is he's going to be able to go and pull this alpaca right off the display. Um,
Oh,
ooh, okay. Is
it's
this?
unplayable.
It's
Yeah, it's unplayable.
I forgot to leave the. I don't really think there was a way for her to do this, but no way to leave the Amazon house spot. I will say breeding program not bad here at all. Um, Certainly no Amazon
North
house,
America.
but I think this America's race could be pretty impactful. So uh, that's the scuba dives have kind of paid off. Have you? How do you feel about scuba dive overall? Some people joke that it's look at 3 cards and discard them, but it seems like he's gotten a lot of value out of it this game.
uh, I mean, wait, what? He didn't even draw the betting zoo.
I
Um, I
Things
don't
beyond
like
my
that. I
understanding.
personally.
Yeah, no, I would have thought about. I would definitely have looked at the petting zoo. Um,
I think Sam really want like his plan probably to get the koala down next. So um, maybe he think he don't have time for the betting zoo. That's probably the reason.
yeah, no, I mean I can see that. I guess once we have 2 petting zoo animals, it does feel like it's a guaranteed
Oh,
good action. And moving a Sos down, I guess he's
oh,
got no projects to do, so he kind of just doesn't think it's worthwhile. But still, always painful to move a Sos
it,
down, especially at this point in the
yeah,
game.
it makes sense here. But imagine you have a soul upgrade, right? You can go 2 rep America Partner Zoo, and then you immediate no like Africa Partner Zoo, and then you immediately clever down card, and then your soul is back to 2 again.
No, that would
Um,
be pretty good. Although, the well, I mean, getting up to the 8 rep would be worthwhile. I was thinking, if he's only got
Yeah.
cards upgraded, there's kind of less benefit. It's a good point, though. Also, getting that third partner zoo, getting him closer to the 3 CP or third association work or 2 CP reward would have been another reason to upgrade Assos this game.
Okay, so that's the rock icon and
Uh,
also a shape for it designer zoo.
Although I think he discarded Designer Zoo in favor of
Oh,
Sponsored
really?
Zoo, which, you know,
Um,
I think because he had the 3 size coming up, and I guess he decided not to do the petting zoo line. So maybe that was sort of why he thought Designer Zoo was likely not going to really pay off. And he does have these sponsors in hand, so we'll see how it ends up shaking out. But I do think in some ways Designer Zoo might have been the safer choice. Um,
oh, so the upside for Sam is opponent doesn't have that many enclosure. Um, I don't know what the end game look like. Probably not much.
yeah, I also think I'm curious in your thoughts about this. Uh, when do you start doing expeditions for these sea animals? I mean, we might be able to do that with Expert on Americas, which the end game won't get achieved for. We could have done that with Expert on Africa earlier, but he went with scuba dive instead. Uh,
Hmm.
maybe there's still value to be had, I guess, off of the Expert on Africa. But now it looks like I guess we won't be playing too many more sea
Ooh.
animals unless we get some sort of release for the loggerhead. Ooh,
Oh, the betting zoo.
not another petting zoo.
That that would be the third betting zoo for him, huh?
I think in this case it's probably going straight into the pouch of the squala. But
Uh, I think he, yeah, it's a rough spot. Like, I think pouching the baboon rock is correct, even though yeah, even though it's probably cook your map too much to put it out. So
yeah, no real incentive to cook the map without designer zoo, or less incentive to cook the map. Um,
that's
might
unplayable. That's.
drew into another
Ooh,
sea animal.
imagine if he had kept like Amazon How, right? He can play it now with like reconstruction.
You always gotta plan around the reconstruction to let you play the Amazon house. These are the kind of high level plays that you gotta keep for keeping lines open that you gotta consider. I guess you could
I
with
mean,
breeding
but
program and Expert on Americas go for 4 Americas um, here, which is not the best project, but it would have gives him something to do. But it looks like he just kind of wants to power through this round and I don't know, try to max out the appeal track.
no, but the problem is now is that opponent is on for America already. So
Yeah,
it, it, it's
my guess is Fair probably tries to go for 5 Americas. We'll see what ends up happening, but yeah, I feel like there's a big incentive to try
yeah.
to get all the way up there.
So this is the second time in a row that Sam expects a show to like break to like trigger the break.
Yeah,
Uh, Zebra is good. Zebra good.
just because you can sort of avoid building. It looks like he's maybe eyeing the vulture for the cable car synergy, but decides on the zebra with the pretty powerful effects. The fact that it'll be enabled once this Mamba comes down uh, and doesn't require any build actions here. Um, though probably one build action for the end of the game is going to be necessary. Maybe a 5 size up top,
Um,
at least to get
I
build
think
out of the
the
way.
I think kind of like the slight problem right now is like the opponent can end this round. Where I think Sam cannot unless he find a project, maybe like Fifth America.
Yeah,
Opponent
uh,
do project, donate, last worker. That is like 75 point.
yeah,
If he found a large animal, he can probably like get there this round.
large animal probably does it. I'm trying to see. I mean, maybe with the zebra, he can, kind of quickly get out these two sponsors in successive moves, but he's not going to get the end game off of either one of them. And it's a lot of effort to do a pretty mediocre project in Four Americas. Uh,
Hmm.
do you ever do
Opponent
you have?
definitely eyeing that expert Australia. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that expert on Australia is going to be very good for the opponent. Do see the five size come down, get our third worker. Um, it does look like Faerch is maybe a move or two away from ending here, though. Um,
exactly. Probably three move like sponsor build animal or maybe even sponsor project
what do you
build
think?
sponsor animal.
Do you think the move here is you get the vulture and you pray that you hit something on the scavenging?
Uh, it's really rough.
You don't even need to play the Mamba first because of the.
Oh,
Oh, Americas
that
though.
Fifth America. Yeah,
That
that's Fifth
actually
America for him. Yeah,
leaves the expert in Australia though. I guess thinking, if his opponent is going to spend time playing uh, any sort of project that's probably or sorry, any sort of sponsor, that kind of gives Sam a little bit more time to get some projects done. Um, I guess we can do
that
breeding program into Four Americas and two primates. Not neither great projects, but
I think
or just
Sam is
go.
crossing.
He's got crossing plans with final last worker, maybe.
Mm,
Oh, he's got okay. He's got enough for both here. I did not realize he had the X tokens for this. So you're right. Five crossing with five Americas on and last worker. That kind of all
so
came
that
together
will
all of a sudden.
be 104 for Sam without any with the two end games, so 110. I think opponent probably beat that, unfortunately, with two end game. Oh, opponent definitely beat that now. Giant Panda coming down. Yeah, this
Yeah,
over for Sam. Yeah, that category is not needed. Just Panda alone would have been like enough. Um, it's definitely sucked losing game one, but if anyone can come back from deficit, Sam would be one of the people that I have full faith in.
adapt here. Not giving anything better, unfortunately. Uh,
Classic adapt.
ends on 100 and only gets the end games off of his project. Yeah, stuff just didn't really seem to come together there. It seemed pretty project starved the whole game,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Uh,
Or we just jump straight in now,
going
like no
right
break
into
whatsoever.
yeah, okay, straight on to the revenge
Uh,
tour.
do they have? Don't they have to like? Oh, they can pick the map like when we got into the game, right? They don't have to
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
it beforehand.
Map pick happens once at game start. There's a drafting. Research Institute now going to be off limits since both of them picked it, I believe. And there is the way the rules work. It looks like Fairk needs a second here.
Um, like looking back at that game one, I don't think might be. Yeah, I don't think like even if Sam changes his game plan, maybe go for the betting zoo. Um, I don't think there's any way for him to make a difference with opponent having Giant Panda as their like finisher.
Yeah. No, I think just need to find other projects to do. Happy Child pointed out in chat that if he'd upgraded builds, he could have gotten the Amazon house down,
Did
which
he?
would have been. I think there was a spot for it if build was upgraded in like kind of the bottom of the map, but I'm not 100% sure.
Uh,
Uh,
um.
Not upgrading build comes back to bite him.
Okay. So. Okay. 12 against 2.
Some good
Um.
options here. Pavilion build probably the strongest. I also like it on AI just because there's some spots you kind of want to navigate around. There's that bottom left um,
Yeah.
binder that you kind of want to cover. Uh, Clever card's also good on this map, but
A
Exo
thing that I
can.
noticed about. Yeah. So a thing that I noticed about all the map pack too is that like you kind of want to like spread out fast. On cave, you want like to cover the extra ship and like the storing.
Mm,
12 7K drawing board. You don't even have to talk about drawing board. And then like 14. There's also some benefit in like just spreading out fast and getting all the shock attack in early if possible. Yeah, so I feel like the common theme in map pack 2 is to like spread out fast. So I feel like build upgrade. No, I mean like the special build action kind of gain a bit more value with like the introduction of map pack 2.
no, that's definitely true. I mean, and it's an interesting observation about map pack two here that there are these kind of really, especially I mean AI these binders on opposite sides of the map, and you getting them both as soon as possible can enable some pretty powerful stuff. Uh, Really, what do you think is opening hand here? I mean, a lot of pretty powerful cards. It looks like he's going to
Yeah.
focus in on the Asia project relevant stuff, and of course the Meerkat Den, excellent always, but especially with the base conservation project of herbivores here. And he has priority on the Science Two Rep University.
Yeah, probably just send 2 rep here. I don't see any other line. Mm, so next is how are we covering this 5 money in order to like to probably going large aquarium here, meaning we have to cover 5 money if we want to play like the Ray.
Mm. Um,
Mm,
I always like the kind of large aquarium spot in the upper right going down
mm,
over the binder and the card draw. So you could start with the Meerkat Den over the 5 money. I could also see Meerkat Den starting in the bottom left potentially and maybe doing a small aquarium
mm.
line, but it looks like he's leaning towards.
I
Uh,
see, I see, I see the idea.
oh, okay. He's
Yeah.
got that route towards the bottom left binder. Okay.
So yeah, large aquarium can cover card draw, X token, and one of the AI symbol. Pretty good.
Getting a lot of these
Oh,
rewards off the ground very fast. And you think he's got ideas about this manta ray with this large aquarium, or do you think he's just going, for some of these smaller reef animals? It looks like he's picking up the hawkfish, so
oh,
maybe just going to focus on.
choosing to clever back a show. Um, I think that's a Ray snap in my opinion. Um,
Interesting.
oh no,
You
actually,
you go for round two ray, maybe go for a couple of glides and get a lot of the
actually
benefits off
though,
that.
Koala is interesting here because it enable giant panda is also a herbivore. So um, and even geologist is also. I don't think it's gonna be a geo snap, but I think it's either manta snap or koala snap.
Definitely a very attractive
Oh.
display. Pretty threatening Okabe stable. Okabe stable into Tech Institute with the marketing
Mm.
token on the ground. Uh, Gets always good to be able to get across the map like that, do the marketing token, and get this partner zoo on outdoor areas. Does kind of put some pressure to maybe snap up this koala, especially because you could put a two size over the partner zoo spot, and then he's got Australia if he wants. Um, so I mean, good start obviously from Sorry I'm like this here, but it does seem like Faerch also has a really nice opening here.
Yeah, he already got to three herbivore with taper, right? Um, that I don't like actually. I think. Oh,
Did he not have money, or is he just? I guess he really wants to get the break.
yeah, I think it's just want to get a break in. It's kind of good. Sam show is at three, so gonna delay his like progress a bit next round.
Yeah, and does make things awkward here. Want to use animals, but are you going to then keep the expert on Australia? Uh, so that you can do something with your sponsors at 5. I don't know then what you're going to pouch, so it does seem like a little bit of a waste. Um,
So opponent really punished Sam clearing back a soul this last like with his spear action, right?
yeah, and does not keep the Ribbontail
The
Ray, even
Ray.
though it's a project relevant sea animal, and I guess really wants the bear tag and the herbivores, which makes sense given the meerkat den, and wants something to do with the sponsors at 5. So is keeping the expert on Australia here. Um, it's gonna
Um,
really wants to get cards to pouch then somehow, and don't really have great ways of doing so.
I like this from Sam actually. He have like two big point palm that he want to get down really fast. So just break five and then go next
Yeah, it's a good
opponent.
call.
So it's gonna.
Although I think if
Oh,
I do think with that, I kind of wish he had kept the Ray because I feel like it gives you something to play this round. Um, and I feel like the main reason to keep I mean, Expert on Australia always a good card, but I just don't know that we're. I think we already have too much stuff to pouch in some ways.
yeah. So the problem right now is opponent have like I believe the mountain taper, so they can get to 5 CB next round, and Sam is nowhere near project. So, oh, I mean he can lead chop herbivore breeding, herbivore management, but it's still like um I mean he can do it next round, so not a big problem for project, but I think opponent's winning by partner zoo on 5 CP now.
So I'm getting ready to concede here with this herbivore breeding program coming out. Uh, yeah, not an ideal start. Um,
Wait, what? Why? What?
I think
Why, why would you
he
go for that?
the Australia Partners do. I think he needs the money to play the koala if he's going to play an animal this round.
I
I think
mean,
he
he
want.
just wrecked, right?
Yeah, I guess what are his other? I think what are his other options though for a association action this round? Because you can't do.
Um,
breeding program yet. He can't do.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad because opponent deny Asia project, Asia
Yeah,
Bound Zoo, right? My bad.
yeah. No, I mean generally, obviously Asia being the project relevant one, and since you already have the Australia tag, I think would be nice. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
my bad.
a break kind of actually helps Sam out here. I mean, doesn't have any project income rewards yet, but little wants the money coming in, and now he can do a cards action and potentially get some pouching value while doing so. I might be hyper focused on getting pouching value though. That might be. I kind of view that as the purpose of a game to get
Ooh,
pouching value. Now this is a good draw.
ooh, I don't think we're pouching that Rhino or even
No,
that Tambaki. We have
I would ditch the expert on Australia here, even though it's going to be a decently some decent points on a sponsor. I don't know, maybe you can't
is
ditch
it
it.
though
I don't
because
know.
we actually have like for Australia as the Rhino project, even five maybe potentially.
Yeah, I guess foreign can
Uh,
go. I mean, it's a good card.
yeah. I would dish foreign actually. Like
Yeah, and
I feel we don't have time for too many sponsors, so one of the sponsor go.
I'm sure Tamaki is also on the way out here. We'll see, but I have a hard time imagining it's the keep here. I mean, very good cards action. So hopefully Sam's happy he didn't concede yet. Oh,
Oh, that the second Rhino that Sam throw away in this series.
why does he hate Rhinos so much today? I I'm a little bit surprised about this. What, do you think he just thinks he's got too much expensive stuff, or he's holding on to it for
Yeah.
now? I definitely like, I guess, keeping the Rhino option open.
Mm. Oh, opponent is doing four Herbie instead of yeah, opponent doing four Herbie, and then they have like at least for Asia with the Martin Snap, so not looking good this game also. I mean, he had a lot of point coming up with like Koala, Panda, Meerkat, then Trigger, and then Rhino, but
Yeah,
he
I
definitely
would,
behind on project. Yeah.
I definitely going to be behind starting out here. I do think I do think the meerkat den, as well as some of these pretty powerful animals, gives him a pretty clear route back in. So I'm not going to give up on him. Big pouch decision here. Uh,
You know what? I think I pouch both Expert Australia, pouch both sponsor, and then just break again.
that makes
But I think I
sense.
would have up. I think push. Yeah. So I'm saying that maybe I was going. I thinking that maybe we upgrade a show first to donate here, and then we upgrade sponsor with our like project reward. I think
I
that
think
might have been better.
that does seem like a nice action order here. Maybe he's thinking he's not he doesn't necessarily want to upgrade his host this game. Is thinking more towards just maybe doing a 3 upgrade game with cards or something like that. But
The thing that he want to grab Asia, right? For his giant panda. So
he's gonna have to. Yeah, you're right. So
yeah. Yeah,
uh,
so upgrade. So allow him to like do like partner zoo uni next round potentially if he have like enough rep.
yeah, that would have been nice because he does get some perks in the form of the free donations also with the X token associate. Going for more management plan first. Digs away the Americas release. I forget which Americas tag. I guess the tapir for Faerch.
Taper, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, both taper for
Which not my favorite animals, honestly. I mean, there's not a lot of appeal coming out through those. Um,
oh It would be sad if Sam upgrades souls here. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah, that's
okay.
so sad.
All right.
Yeah,
He
that
does.
probably
It does look like he did things in the wrong order.
yeah that would be
Also,
like free donation, right?
yeah, it's you know this game comes down to a three points. We can point to something very specific. Uh, Seems like good timing for expert on Australia here. Uh, so keeping that does pay off. Uh, Goes ahead and pouches the porcupine, and could do some panda action next round. Um,
Yeah, he can go. He can go to panda, or he can actually do rhino. Do you have enough money for? Yeah, he does, right? He can do
uh,
rhino Australia 4 too if you want.
I think so. We just saw native farm animals out of Faerch, which pretty scary card in general, but only 4 appeal. We'll see if it ends up being a end game threat.
Ooh,
That is a
that
immediate
yeah,
threat, unfortunately.
that's probably one of the biggest threat that you can put down on like outdoor. Like yes, with so many end game, right? I think it's gonna be at least 3 CB this game.
Yeah, doesn't have
Okay.
doesn't have the money to support it anytime soon. Um,
Mm. Um,
well, maybe not anytime soon, but
Sam is
disjointedly.
building the wrong way. Sam is building the wrong way because with the rep on the left, he can go up to 8, right? So, um,
A good catch.
with Giant Panda, yeah. So, if he going for the Panda route, then he should like cover the rep.
I guess he was maybe thinking for Australia this round, but I guess with the platypus, which has that nice, yeah, that's an 8 point platypus potentially, which I really love. I once
Yeah.
played a 10 point platypus, which with the aquarium
Potentially,
sponsor as well
yeah.
is one of the highlights of my Arc Nova career. I would have to say. So I
Potentially
go,
13, right? If with like Australia as a project, potentially 13. I 11. I mean
oh
11.
yeah, talking yeah with the Australia project part of it too. Yeah, I was just talking focus on the pure appeal of it. Um,
Uh,
Definitely looks like he's going this route that you found with the 8 rep line, and he'll get this X token reward off the panda, which will allow him to
which
do
is
another
really
free
good. Yeah.
donation.
What I kinda hate so far is Sam had expanded like use all both of his clever on the map. I would say like clever. The longer the game go on, the more clever, the more like value the clever gonna have. So
I definitely agree with you there, and I think that's sort of why I feel like going like top right and then bottom left is sometimes the way to build through AI. Um, but he got a lot of use out of these early rewards. It seems. Um, there was kind of a
mm,
punish in going for uh, now moving towards that last binder. It looks like marking that
mm.
platypus.
Yeah,
Uh,
the game just mark it for him because that's the only animal on the display.
Only animal, but very good animal for him.
So
I like it.
yeah,
He's got a nice point
um,
lead now, but he does have to worry about
yeah,
this. The tiger is going to come down, and then 5 H is going to come down, and there will no longer be a point
it's
lead.
yeah, it's a very deceiving lead, right? Because opponent have still have like 2 end game,
Yeah, I mean,
but
said goodbye to the
um,
platypus too, which is I think probably the
yeah,
saddest he's ever been to see a platypus go. But leaving up this Waza large is nice. Snaps the
yeah,
playground, maybe intending to play Waza for
yeah, probably
range. I
play
mean,
just
although he's kind of made it awkward to play. I guess he's going in the bottom right here over the adapt.
this might be one of the game where like the pure value from animal and sponsor synergy just overcome like the deficit in project for Sam.
I do think he's
Um,
got some potential there, but it is going to be tough. I think he's going to be very glad
so
he kept this rhino
yeah,
because of the project deficit. Otherwise,
so when the Rhino came down, it's gonna be 11 more point for him, 50, and then project donate is like 60, still a bit away. He probably did one more big project. Uh,
does look that way. Also probably would like something to go in the aquarium that he's got ideally, but
mm,
he's kind of a lot of the stuff. I think he had the Caribbean reef shark in his opening hand. We saw the manta ray on the first display, and so there's not
turtle.
exactly a lot of like powerful cards that you could even you could think about putting in the in there at this point.
um, so the like the big shark would be nice. The what is it?
Gum shark,
The Caribbean.
the
Yeah,
Australian one.
yeah. The Australian one would be nice.
That would be nice. That would be a good point bomb for the end. Would really let him use up that space well. I like the decision to go university first here. This will get him a cards action for 5 value, or as if it were on 5. I think here. Um,
So, Zuskun's nice. It's
Cobra.
gonna kill the. Nah, he too far ahead on the pill. Even with like the tiger came down,
Yeah.
he would still be ahead.
Although,
Zuskun
you know,
gonna kill. Yeah.
if he had taken if he had taken the Joker tile, well, no, he wouldn't have been in time. I was thinking, he could have done maybe something cute with Joker tile and Cobra. But even if he had held on to the Joker tile, he wouldn't have had enough time to possibly snipe
Getting
5
dicey
Asia.
again. Opponent sitting on 3 endgame where Sam is has 0. I don't exactly remember which endgame he had. Uh,
Huh.
do,
I think we
do you
just
try
gotta
to be play?
I think we just gotta go
Yeah, go
Rhino
ahead.
here, right?
Not really because the opponent just do project and break anyway, right? So this uh, uh, this give us an X token which allow us to like support the project if we really want to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, none of like the two sign animal is playable because we don't have like this requirement. That
Yeah, I
kind of
mean,
sad.
without without having the playability of the Tarsier or so the Tamarin, it kind of feels a bit like a wasted animals action. But enabling the project right after, I see the merit there.
Oh, ooh, 59. So 77 for opponent. Again, opponent can cross in like 2 move with, maybe probably 3 move with the right animal.
Yeah,
I mean
Dumb
that
Shark is up
grizzly is
there,
playable
but
for yeah.
won't be played.
Oh,
Oh, the
right.
Grizzly is great. Yeah.
Grizzly
Uh,
playable for opponent.
Opponent
Decide to
snaps up
it's
federal grants. I guess with Science Lab, he's just maybe thinking about
uh
more endgame stuff. I'm not sure, or he doesn't have Science Lab. I don't think. He has medical grant
no,
here.
that a bad snap. I would say I would probably either take the grizzly or deny the shark. Friend just kind of don't
Yeah,
make sense in my opinion.
it does seem a little bit bizarre. I will say. I mean, the shark. I'm not sure the shark will see
Mm,
play. Also, a little bit, maybe a mistake on the. placement of the two sides here because now he doesn't have a spot for the adventure playground. But I guess that just
Oh,
won't be coming down this game. Um, and
uh,
Sam drawing from deck here.
oh, that's
Um,
fifth
he did
Herbie for him. Pretty good.
fifth Herbie still missing one. Oh, or no, is it five for? It's five for the herbivore or for the meerkat endgame, right?
Hmm.
So that'll be good. I guess with how close Faerch appears to be to ending, I don't know what he has. He has one four size on rock and two water. It looks like, but
Maybe animal and then sponsor.
yeah.
Animal sponsor something like you know the other tiger.
I mean,
Probably his best animal. Yeah.
I think we gotta go double animals here. Just rhino,
I
llama.
think s- um if I had to guess, I think that Sam must be considering like hypno lying by grabbing a side uni, potentially.
Oh, that's an interesting
No,
idea.
no. It's probably baked out though. Uh, this is really intense, huh?
I
Oh,
guess
oh,
he's
he can
look
grab it he
16
can do it
rep.
from 16 rep. Yeah.
And won't Ferric beat him there?
No, Fair already have 3 uni though. That's the problem. He can not. Yeah, he
Okay.
cannot grab the uni. Yeah.
Good on you for tracking Ferric's
Oh.
board position a bit more. I mean, that's very cute. We'll see what he.
Oh, but this probably over the clever or um.
Hold on, just having another.
Oh,
Sorry, we're
you're
back.
back.
Yeah. Uh, okay, the build
The thing is,
action
I
gives him
think.
time.
But what you gonna do with that time, right? You need him to lay animal first, though, and then Fair's not covering the like the clever is a slight misplay, I would say. But I think he got it in the back with like triple endgame showing, where Sam had none right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got native form. That gets to. Yeah. Native form's definitely paying off in endgame value here.
Yeah, 10 point sponsor pretty good, right?
Pretty good. Uh,
You know, um, like I mentioned earlier, Sam used all of his clever, right? Imagine if he had the clever at the start of this round, he could clever back build, and then like after his animal action, um, I mean, uh, probably just fish uni,
yeah. Although
fish uni into the
you know what?
hammerhead for
How
final partner zoo.
how much point do you how many points do you think Dumb Shark is here? 15,
Uh,
7, 15, 18. I mean, it's good. Not better than Rhino still with the project, but it's actually kind of funny. I guess he's looking at Rhino into species 5 lines here, thinking I think probably correctly that you might as well get the extra
yeah.
3 points considering it's not like Ferric is going to leech or that leeching would even really be an issue. Um,
Why llama though? It's only 6 point, right? Compared to mm, okay.
I guess he doesn't have the water spot for the flamingo, and
But
I guess
oh, yeah.
I'm not sure why he wouldn't play the tamarind. Maybe his ideas of doing that next turn, or next animal's action, but I don't think there will be one.
Yeah, that's GG for Sam.
Yeah.
Just GG again. Uh, Sam keep it very close with his like animal and sponsor synergy, but just being entirely behind on. Oh, he want to save the money for the Cobra makes sense now.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh, Final worker. Yeah, not it's not gonna be even close to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, maxed out favorite Sue at least is nice, but no chance really with the end game sponsors. And I mean, fair to
20,
24. Yeah.
yeah, 24 turn, right? It's 24. Usually, when your opponent doing 24, you need like phenomenal cards to keep up.
Yeah, and
Um,
he kept up decently well with the 24 turn pace. I mean, I think he himself was probably on a 27 or so turn crossing pace. Maybe needed one more break, I think. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think that was one where it's pretty hard really to do anything. I think that's just Faerch's a great player and he had a great setup here.
okay, who want to bet on Sam coming back from like a 2-0 deficit?
Yeah, Panda's betting on it.
Panda betting on it?
He says reverse
Um,
sweep incoming.
I mean, we have seen like some great like reverse sweep in the Emu Cup, like just the final last season, right?
Right, no, that's
And
true.
then if you maybe like all the way back from season one, like Panda actually have like back-to-back reverse sweep against Driving Time and Sam. Yeah. So if anyone who believe in the reverse sweep, it's gonna be Panda. Are we taking a little break?
It looks like Faerch needed a couple minutes, but now is ready. They're about to get into it, I think.
um,
All right, so now we will have
okay.
the reverse map selection per the Emu Cup rules here. So Sam is on outdoor areas and Faerch is on AI. I think the AI pick. There was, he got some use out of the AI power in the end last game. Sam did, but uh, not as much as I would have expected. And I mean, it was just kind of a
Ooh,
fast game. Uh,
yeah, and
oh,
total again. Sorry, which like build action like Fair had, like the pavilion or kiosk? Can you check?
I am pretty sure it's kiosk. Yeah, it's kiosk. Kiosk and digging
Okay.
cards. Um,
Yeah, nothing too broken. Sam had America 2, if you really want to.
it's really,
But not much
really,
else.
really the only thing I see here. Um, just keeping the porcupine as a playable animal, I guess. You ever
He
keep
had
the
research zoo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
research might be more interesting. I mean, the porcupine, I'm not very excited about.
Yeah. Oh, Rhino again.
Yeah, I mean, paid off for him last game, but just wasn't enough.
He needed like 2 Rhino last game. He didn't want any chances. So the thing is, the Sam delay his America Partner Zoo for an X token. If he no, he
Yeah, I
how
guess
do you feel about this? How do you?
you know, I would imagine Ferrick was going to go for like Primate Uni or something anyway for a round two project, which he does. So I think you could greed out the X token. I guess it's also, you can still play
Yeah.
Anaconda with your ignore requirements
Uh,
if you really need
yeah, yeah,
to.
yeah.
So, and I don't know that like rushing it out is necessary, but it's the safer play, you know, in some respects. Um,
Okay, Syndrome is decent on this map, I would say.
you think we see upgrade build for side entrance?
I think like 2A is probably one of the map that I actually upgrading build more frequently than another map. The reasoning is that like my two side get overload a lot. Like it try to connect, you try to like build around the gate, and then you also want to connect to the partner zoo, the rep, then the marketing sponsor. Like there are too many things that your two side need to do. So maybe just upgrading build help a lot.
That makes a lot of sense. Um, don't forget, you can also do fun stuff with excavation site if you upgrade build. That's always a
Oh
that's always an incentive. Although
yeah.
it looks like here we're gonna maybe we have ideas about anaconda porcupine, but it looks like it might just be a break right now. That's what I'd guess he was. Yeah, I like the break. Um,
I would keep the alligator actually.
yeah, I
I would
would.
keep alligator over porcupine.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I think he wants to put the one size over the rep, but I also think the porcupine is kind of a waste of time
Yeah,
a little bit.
why are we playing like a non-project porcupine, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I just likes the look of it. I suppose it's a handsome animal. Want to get it out there.
Uh,
I mean
maybe he just wa-
the gator's not really likely. I mean, you're just kind of hoping to hit a sea cave or an America's release, right?
I mean, the upside is good, right? So
Yeah,
it's like keeping a secondary bird. I would reckon that it's like that part is like better than like a random secondary bird keep
that's
because
true.
it can snap, right?
No, yeah, the snapping has a lot of utility. Um, Maybe he really wants to use the digging and get rid of this predator breeding program, and he's just looking for something that gives him a little bit more direction and future um, action. And
Ooh, that's a really nice contradiction from Sam.
oh yeah, good point. Good point. This is going to be
Oh, so like opponent gonna settle have to settle for partner zoo upgrade now.
yeah, this is actually devastating. Um,
Lick the Muckhawks.
Kind of just what Sam needed.
that's
uh,
that's funny. That's
I
actually funny.
I bet he. I guess dig from hand. I don't know what to say. At least on
I personally
AI,
would go.
you get the upgrade
Yeah, go
for
ahead.
going partner zoom. That's nice, at least.
Uh, I think I would just grab two sides here as Sam. Um,
Remembers to use an X token.
maybe.
That's smart. Got to use the X
Uh,
token for the getting the X token back with X token assist.
you know what I don't like? Like just defaulting into like sponsor upgrade there. So there actually is some idea behind upgrading a soul, and then next round you can like get your second worker from like your third partner zoo, and then you also have a
Yeah,
soul, right?
that's true. Um,
So yeah.
I definitely wouldn't have thought about that.
Oh,
Looks like looks like it paid off, although it will not pay off because digging. Um,
so opponent roll dig 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 explorer grab sun bear or vice versa. Probably dig sun bear grab explorer.
I actually think I think the opponent may dig explore and snap sun bear because they have the Asia partner zoo and they don't have the upgrade on uh, sponsors. So I guess they're about to get it. Well,
What?
uh,
Oh,
they take sun bear, leave taco, which
yeah, the small animal is the correct snap. I think
nice. Yeah, because I can get snapping reward for this.
I like that move. Yeah, I like this move from Fair. Just like break. Um, why is Sam not? What?
I don't
What?
know. Yeah, I don't know what the
What? Uh, what? Um, Let me think about it for a bit. Um,
I guess maybe he's thinking he can put the two sides over the partner zoo for Europe next round to enable the herbivore breeding program, but that doesn't really seem.
I get, yeah. I mean, I get the. I see your point, right? Because now Sunbay is gone, Asia Partner Zoo gonna lose a lot of value. But I still would grab Asia over Europe here.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. But maybe I mean maybe just thinking Asia's not going to happen for him that he's got to give it up to Faerch this game, and has to sort of go with alternative like projects drawn from the deck in general. Um, but we'll see. Um, Upgrading sponsors does end up paying off, obviously, with the talented communicator and basic research coming up could also be good. Uh, don't really have a playable animal in anywhere in sight, so that's kind of a big challenge right now. Uh, how do you feel about Sam's position though at this point? I mean, he certainly has got some advantages in project income, which is nice, and a worker advantage. Uh, Fairk has the sun bear advantage, which is tough. You there, Cal?
Um, Sorry, I just got distracted a bit. So,
No
so
worries.
you have a so you have another. We kind of just have like this big discussion on like the zoo channel, whether like what is a soft game, and that people are still going over it. So
About
yeah,
which
but I'm
game?
back now. Sorry.
About the last game, or
So no, about like Splendor Do and then like Arc Nova, like are they soft game, meaning like there's
uh,
a clear, yeah,
is there perfect play? Yeah.
yeah, perfect play.
Sam can set up a pretty good basic research here, actually. Um, which actually, no, it's going to get dug. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I would be surprised.
Oh
Uh, uh,
no! I'm surprised leaving the savannah up there, or digging the savannah to take that away. Um,
hmm. Okay, raccoon is a really good animal. Sam had two worker and he got probably start next round with a soul as one, so having a raccoon snap is like huge for him.
oh, and also, the
He can,
Kawadi also enables the predator breeding program, so it's just a great draw in so many ways. Um, I think you could. I think you. I might consider keeping primatologist here. I know that's it's project relevant. I know we're far from it. Also gives another tag for basic research. And like, are we really going to take
do
the
we need
Europe
that many
partner zoo?
project, right?
Yeah, it's
Or
we have.
we need uh,
I guess with with
Ooh,
okay, I see this. With the extra shift, you can just go project this round, which is pretty nice. Uh,
but do we really want to do project over our second uni? It's actually a good question because what is our for reward? Uh,
uh,
Third reward can be 5 money. I'm already hating 5 money to be honest, and I don't know about like what is our fourth reward after that 3x token.
maybe maybe uh maybe 12 money. I mean, with the SOS upgraded, you can really make use of the donos here.
Also, should we play basic research from brain here
I think
before
you
our
do want
assault?
to. Oh, he goes for ignore conditions instead of extra shift. I guess probably won't have
We
time
don't need.
this round.
The I think Sam is being baited by all these more action instead of like building a 5 side, drawing cards, looking for big stuff to play. Basic research good, but what is what next? Oh, an opponent just dropped like a giant point bomb,
Oof.
and now he's ahead.
Well, I mean, the basic research. Do you think he goes card draw here on 8 to try to find some stuff? I mean, we're a little bit card poor.
Yeah, I always go card draw here. Yeah, and also like grabbing second unit not only give us the upgrade, but also get us closer to like our research endgame too, right?
Does go 10 money. Um,
What?
maybe thinking
Um,
10 money is valuable to the opponent. But I think
shit, man.
we got cash, but we need ways to spend it right now.
I mean, we're on outdoor area, right? We can get like big enclosure down really fast, but the question is, can we find the animal to put, to put into the enclosure? That's the question.
Yeah, there's the idea of rock monitor manga bay from range, and then
Oh, that's
you can release that. I'm not sure. He should have the money for it. He's got actually with the build deal, he won't have money for it unless he sunbays off of the rock monitor. So I mean, maybe this is what he was eyeing. Uh, I do kind of think if
yeah.
he
We
builds a
have.
four size though, that we're gonna see this manga bay get dug away.
I mean, opponent can potentially like draw both the Mega Bay, draw all three of them if they want to. So I don't think.
Right. That's also
What
whoa,
the hell?
whoa. What is happening?
So this remember when I mentioning that your two side gotta get overloaded? Yeah, this is like one of those problems. So you want to build big because you want to get to like the clever bonus and then other stuff. So that's that's one of the pattern that I notice a lot on OA where you have to like overbuild simply because your two side alone cannot reach all the thing that you want it to reach.
No, that's a good point, and it's playing out here. So the rock monitor
Okay,
get drawn up.
opponent probably grab both of like the other grab like Manga Bay and Serenity in this move.
Oh no, because we can do ignore conditions, play the manga bay, snap up Serengeti.
Oh,
You know, We never should have doubted.
Cheeky from Sam, huh?
Very
Uh,
cheeky. Although I still kind of find the ignore conditions token perplexing over extra shift. I guess we've got both workers though here to do the Manga Bay release or the Herbivore breeding program.
uh,
So yeah, extra shift. Extra shift didn't really make sense. Okay, I'm convinced. I guess we're going probably Serengeti National Park here because the 2 rep is kind of wasted for a breeding program. Panda points out Sam's pretty card poor in general here. Um, does seem like a pretty serious problem for him. Um, and not really project poor. Still hanging out with just one card in hand, which is a Herbivore breeding program. Uh, also needs to kind of grab needs to grab second uni at some point this round. It seems like to enable
uh,
the rep
I
track
think I
rewards.
was. I think you either snap like, yeah, you have to grab like some point, like some animal, right? You can, because if you like you miss your next draw, then you gotta be so, so behind.
Well,
You like quarantine lab here just because it's an end game for you.
I mean, I guess it's something to do with the sponsors action, and we don't really want to break with our worker advantage here. Um, I mean, does he? Oh, does he have research too still?
Yeah, he has
Okay.
research.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Then I like that a little bit more. Um, I guess maybe we take 2 science uni here then.
Is this 5 Asia?
I think so.
It is 4 Asia.
4 Asia. Okay.
Fo- Um,
Not really. Not
then
not
you
too
gotta do what you
terrifying.
gotta do.
I think he's going for the predator breeding program here probably.
Predator breeding, yeah. Predator breeding.
Uh, Snaps up the llama, which relevant for the Americas tag.
Opponent just for Asia, for America. It's so scary actually. They all have like 3 draw now.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Uh,
there's some possibility they get stuck. Um, the 3 draw is going to be helpful, but we have seen a lot of these America tags come out already. Um, oh, it goes for the Predator
Predator.
University. That's cute with the pack. I guess we
Hmm.
see Caracal, Sea Lion. Uh, Expert on Predators ever a consideration here?
No,
All right, all right.
no, it's too slow. I think opponent is probably breaking next move even.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
oh, that's a good draw. That's a good draw.
that was extremely fortunate. Also, a couple of America's tags that we know Faerch won't have. So, um, I mean, it'll be hard to keep him from getting. I'm sure he'll get, or I guess he'd get to one of the two 5 CP projects, but he might not be able to get to both here before Sam can close it out. And there's the sea
Sam
cave
can
for the Cayman release from the beginning of the game.
Sam deny the free geologist market. Makes sense. Uh,
Picked up a Venom here, which could be quite annoying. Drawing from deck. Probably not building any aquariums this game.
That's a good draw. That's something to market. That also give you.
Oh,
No, 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 no.
that is really
That's
nice.
better.
Oh my
Like
god.
both of them. So yeah,
I mean,
Sam can
that
end this round now. I think.
that was the draw. Um, oh,
Ooh, big tiger. Tiger again.
did we? We didn't see him pick that one up. That was drawn from the deck, right?
Yeah.
That was the last game where he had the tiger in the display. Okay.
Okay.
You think we go vet here? No. Okay.
Yeah, I play vet. I would play vet.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean that gives you the reduced action strength for Isos, and you can get medical breakthrough later for 2 more appeal after you do this herbivore breeding program. Um,
Yeah.
Maybe he thinks he needs to get the extra money for something. I guess if he goes university here and then vets after, he can do like a double. He can play Mamba with Eagle if that's what he's thinking about. I'm not really sure what the. I don't know if I would. I don't know. That seems like a lot of time to play a Mamba, but I don't know.
Opponent is threatening to just end this round. Actually, if they have like Fifth America, um, still a bit away.
They are. Um, do we have points here to end this round? I mean, 14 from animals here. Project can get us
9. So it's
uh
93.
15, right? Because we can. Is it 2 CP for the third worker? No, it's 1. You're right. But then with the rep, it would be 12. So 82, 96. We can't afford donation, I don't think. Um, Unless we have the X tokens for it. So maybe there's a line to get there with donation. Um,
I think Sam playing vet and then ending next move. I think it's possible to end next move with vet and final partner zoom. Probably Asia for
oh,
yeah.
yeah. Asia for the end game. Yeah, okay. I do think we're going to see the
Just
break here out of Faerch. And then I
yeah.
guess Sam ends first move after the break, probably.
I think even if like opponent have like the other ego, he still wouldn't be able to catch up with like all this end game with Sam. Like 3 endgame plus a extra CP during the break and the maxed out endgame as well.
Siberian Tiger gets the
So
5
yeah,
size back, but a pretty bad release point wise. Just a
yeah,
five
Sam
point
just ending this
release.
move.
Yeah. So looks like yeah. There's no real possibility of Fair coming back into this one, um, unless there's
Yeah,
something we're
Sam just
missing.
ending this move. Sam just ending this move. Unfortunately, he's just doing the math. But yeah, we already did the math right. Addable project, final partner zoom for final worker, donate, and then CB reward.
I think no, not enough money for donation. But I still think he crosses, unless I'm missing something. Or I guess it depends on yeah. Uh, no
I
venom.
mean, if opponent break, then he cross with like medical breakthrough, right? So I think still go for that line anyway.
Yeah. No, I think he still crosses here. just with the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
reward because this will get him to. Oh no, this gets him to 99. Yeah.
Yeah, 99. And then we cross during the break with medical breakthrough. Opponent, there's nothing. Opponent had two five side, right? So if they have like Eagle, Galapagos, America 5, I'm just like jinxing the hell out of Sam right now. But I don't even know if like Eagle, like Galapagos can like catch up with like that point deficit.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, and also he's got one, two, three, and assuming federal grants gets marketed for endgames,
Yeah,
showing maxed out research zoo. It should be pretty safe. Like it's not. I haven't looked at Faerch's board closely, but it's hard for me to imagine there being a lot of a lot ways for him to really come back into this game. It is funny he's exactly 1 point short. Just taking the platypus, I guess. Maybe thinking that it
it's
would
a
be a good,
playable animal.
yeah, for after the break. I guess you may also. That's a little scary. Faerch breaking 8, or no, it's just because he's just using an extra X token, I guess, for Tech Institute, and then he's on AI, so he has the boosted uh, sponsor power already.
Let's say let's say the perfect combination
Oh, not
for
Tech
fair
Institute. Okay.
is Eagle into Galapagos, right? That's 14, 21, 24, 39.
I will say
Donation.
that is a tragic science library to not be able to market.
Yeah.
Here's a question: Do we go? Do we market the federal grants, or do we build the 4 size? I guess it's the same, pretty much.
No, because if we delay if opponent actually have Eagle, they can grab final partner zoo for 2 more CP. So I think we just end now.
Oh no, I mean, well, we have to end because of medical breakthrough. But I was wondering whether or
Oh
not,
yeah, yeah.
like when you place the 2 sides, whether it was more points to market the federal grants or play the secretary bird. But it was the same points. Like
Yeah.
secretary bird's one more CP than platypus, but you get the CP off of the marketing, so it's equivalent. What does he got going on here? Oh, he plays the secretary. He plays the secretary bird. Yeah, not a close one. Good statement, comeback win here for. Sorry, I'm like this. 30 turns here, 7 breaks. Wow, I did not realize. I guess there were all
So
those breaks at the beginning.
so we are at a interesting spot now. So Fed need to win one game. So do you think he go for like a to pick a really weak map now? So he have big advantage going into, let's say he pick a really quick map and then lost the fourth game, then he got a big advantage going into game five.
That would
How do you
be
think about that strat?
that would be pretty clever. I mean, also you could do something where I think, from my understanding, sorry, I'm like this is not a big drawing board fan. Um,
Hmm.
and maybe you do something like that where it's not the weakest map, so you give yourself an out in game 4, but you also put your opponent
I
into a
see.
map where they're uncomfortable in game 5. Though I would have to think. I don't know. That might be one way to go about it. I'm not sure if that's actually accurate 100% for sorry I'm like this is views on different maps, but I could see that being a clever way to go about it. What do you think? Well, how would you? What would your pick be?
Yeah, what was the ban again? Did they ban like 13? Did they ban drawing board?
Oh, they banned it already. Okay,
I don't know. I don't.
they posted the
It's
bans in
gonna
the
ban it
chat
both.
at 1 point.
Uh, Knowing Sam, I think he probably banned throwing more. To be honest, but yeah, if throwing ball is still on the board, I'd probably go for it here. Even something like Hollywood Hill,
What if you
just pick a.
you contact the developer, tell them to let you play on Rescue Station, and then abuse Rescue Station's total brokenness to just close it out in game 4. Bring it off the ban list.
Um,
Get in contact with the developer. uh, that's hilarious.
that would be a way to win a series. Yeah.
We'd have to check with Panda to
Um,
see if that's allowed. Looks like Sam needs the
okay.
break here, so we have a little downtime. Um, I, they did earlier in their chat discuss what the bands were, but I really do not recall what they actually listed there. I don't have all the map numbers memorized. I that is a shortcoming of mine.
To be honest, it's probably take me like more than a year anyway to actually try to remember like the map by numbers.
For you
It's
know
not. It's not.
for the inverse question, do you think Sam has to? I mean, he's got to pick a map he's comfortable winning. He thinks he's got a good shot at winning on to give himself outs to close the series. But do you think is it a consideration that he doesn't want to give his opponent too strong of a map in game 5, or do you think he just has to pick something he has to win on now and just hope for the
Yeah, probably
best?
something that something in the like in the middle of the pack in terms of strength. I mean, most of the strong map have been out already. Two is out, 6 is out, and then 12 is also what I consider a strong map is out. So, um, I mean, four is probably a decent pick, or is a bit on the stronger side, but it can win game. It also can lose game again on the map. So, yeah, I can see Sam going 4 here.
No, that makes sense.
It before I mean commercial harbor, if and not just for you, but for like all the audience who, yeah, if commercial harbor isn't banned, I would say it's a good option. I know that actually some people doesn't like feel comfortable playing on harbor because of how cramped the map can be from time to time. Mm, Interesting to see which map Sam is going for here. So what are they saying in chat? What number is it?
It looks like he's hovering 14.
Okay, so 4, 7, so 4, 8, and 13 is all out. So all the map that we mentioned for Commercial Harbor, Hollywood Hill, and then Troy Boys are out of the question. So Sam is going for Tower. I, I like Tower pick. I would say Tower is like exactly in the middle in terms of strength. And then T1 is kind of like a controversial map because the data show that T1 actually loses a lot for some reason. So maybe,
Really?
yeah, like the
Huh.
data for like yeah, if you like check on like the data for asymmetrical matchup, T1 actually have horrible win rate. Like it actually doesn't win against any map
Huh.
whatsoever.
That's really that's really surprising. How would you rate Observation
Yeah,
Tower?
because
Kind of middle of the pack, or
yeah, exactly in the middle. I would rate like Tower exactly in the middle. And then
I,
T1, I used to have a lot of plus in T1, but then now, based on data and based on actual experience, I would rate T1 lower. Probably bottom three, to be honest.
what do we think of this opening hand here for Sam? I mean, we got some jumping action to maybe do some cheeky breaking in round 1, as well as this giant tortoise, which is double project. So some nice payoff here for for him down the line. Pretty random expert in herbivores, but I guess if he
Hmm.
wants a project, whoa.
Opponent just grab a hippo.
I guess maybe
I think it would be a
thinking,
precise, yeah.
maybe thinking about
Hmm. Herbie breeding, most likely.
that would okay. That would make a lot of sense. Gives them a reason to play expert herbivores to a certain extent. Guaranteed six
Yeah.
money. Um, and with that, actually, would I guess he doesn't need it to play Langer plus Tamarin either way with the jumping money.
So we have like in a have like a Mexican standoff where like if like fair like play the hippo now, Sam will just trigger the break with like the Langer, right? And Sam had in all the information. Okay, he just straight into hippo, doesn't think too much about it. I don't hate it to be honest. Okay.
Yeah, Sam at least gets to get the X token and doesn't get denied animals. You know, the hippo when you know the hippo's coming, it's not really all that threatening, or it's not really that bad. It's more of a threat if it's in the
Okay.
opening hand or
So
drawn from the deck. But we'll see if
so a
you're
serious question here. Yeah.
sure. Sorry, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Nice.
So a serious question here is, do you consider build upgrading here? We have two one-side animal, right? Reptile is a project. We on observation tower. We have like no real project inside yet. So um
I would probably, force my two sizes to get myself around here. But I guess we don't have an upcoming project very obviously. Uh, and so we're kind of a ways away from getting the two size reward. So I kind of see I see the benefit to your point of upgrading build as a first upgrade, uh, with all of the kind of difficulties in getting around the map that we have and how far away we might be from a two size reward. I think that kind of leans in. I'd be surprised if Sam does it, but we'll see.
yeah, I don't think he's going for it. It's still something to keep in mind, but I don't think it's that good.
Uh,
You know what? Good. Um,
do we think we see?
archaeologist on
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Do you think we see sponsors into archaeologists?
definitely want a better map for archaeologists, like 5 bonuses,
Looks
and
like
then
he's
like
gonna play Tamarin from range for his second upgrade, and then use that maybe to
oh,
get to the archaeologist. But we'll see. Maybe he's got other things in mind.
I think Sam is in a great position actually.
Yeah, I mean, getting the extra rep off the mark animals reward, always fantastic. It's a lot of the times an opponent will deny it, or like the animal's not really what you want to be playing that badly. Do unfortunately see archaeologists waved away, so that dream is dead. Um, but we do have the opponent being forced into using their X tokens for break here.
Mm, I don't know what to think to be honest. It's kind of something you have to do. You don't enjoy it, but that's kind of forced on you. So
Yeah, opponent drawing up the
oh,
Taipan
aquarium show
here.
up.
The aquarium's nice. It's kind of awkward to place it on observation tower because a lot of the good spots for it do interfere with the tower. There's one spot kind of in the bottom left, or just middle
Yeah,
left, I guess. Um,
yeah. Middle left is probably the best spot right now. You build a tree side covering the wrap for like the Galapagos strike, and then you play aquarium next to that.
That would make a lot of sense. Um, I feel really feeling the pain of not having a two size reward right now. Do you think? Do you think we just get one of these reptiles down and get a project, or how would you go about this? It looks like he's going more for the Galapagos three size spot into aquarium line. Maybe
Um,
we'll also still try to do a project this round. I mean, there's reptiles in the display, reptiles in hand. A lot of reptiles to be played potentially.
Sam had trade sponsor, right? So building covering the wrap is 6, trade sponsor is 7. So yeah, he can get 8 wrap this round. So I would start with like America Partner Zoo here actually.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Very good
Yeah,
thinking ahead
America
there.
Partner Zoo. Just America Partner Zoo, and then I mean there's a high chance the opponent doesn't let us do our project, but it's still natural for our development, even though we don't. Oh, I see, I see. So he opponent, so Sam can do aquarium without actually affecting the tower. That's a good spot from him.
Yeah,
Thing
going
is,
over
opponent
the
can take
5 money in
down
card draw.
its hand side.
I guess get some his upgrade. Goes for cards again. I guess also theoretically makes it possible he could get a second worker this round still, though I guess there's no rush with his opponent breaking next move potentially. Well, that might not. I mean, his opponent's
Opponent,
pretty rich. It's maybe gonna. Oh no, not so much anymore. Probably gonna break here. Pretty good couple of animals there out of Faerch. I mean, double project relevant. Taipan is nice. The Venom's a
I,
little
I
bit
mean,
painful here.
I mean with the, with the rest, do you eyeing the turtle? Synergy with like aquarium, aquarium,
I mean, I would,
reptile.
I would consider the shark personally.
Oh,
Maybe,
oh, right.
I mean, I like you'd have to sequence it, right? I mean, you're unlikely to be able to get four shark attacks off all at once, but that turns the RAS into like an 8 money, maybe something like I don't know, 9 appeal animal, probably on average. Um, I think you can usually shark attack for 6 appeal across two animals pretty readily. Um, that does kind of seem far away. I wouldn't be surprised to just see him sell it here. Uh, with one of these sunbathing actions, he's going to get out of the water dragon and maybe Galapagos here coming out. What do you think?
Um, the the snake on the display is really tempting. You have a one side available for it. It's also a wild attack, and it's give you 2 reptiles. So,
That's true.
but um,
It's a good type
you
of
have four
clever.
reptile available, right? You have 4 reptile available, but if you don't have 2 side reward, how are you gonna get down these 4 reptile without build upgrade? So it's kind of like a dilemma.
Yeah, that is kind of posing a pretty big
Uh,
challenge for him here. I mean, definitely is a game where it does kind of feel like he would have benefited from upgrading build and building a reptile house, as ridiculous as that feels to say. Um, Getting America's Partner Zoo, so I do think we're likely to see
yeah,
a couple.
the goal. So really need to drop that. Yep, That at least deny that, right?
I think that also. I mean, we still have 4 reptiles in hand. I do feel like. I mean, maybe we're going to end up going for it here, but it's just so many small build actions, you know.
Okay, something. That's a good draw.
Yeah,
Y'all were
but
happy to see like oh, okay.
I guess yeah, no more symbiosis plans. Pretty happy to see a sponsor getting played here. Science Lab, obviously a good one, which is not great, but does give us time this round to potentially get our project done.
I mean, once you draw the sign lab, I mean like the sign library, do you actually consider like drawing the turtle from range? It's kind of interesting. I don't think.
The loggerhead.
Yeah, the loggerhead. Yeah, the loggerhead. Yeah.
I mean, we don't. It's so expensive. We don't have an aquarium. Like we're gonna put a large aquarium down for it, I guess. Um, I really wouldn't be thinking about it, but I don't know if that's me. I mean, we can just use our sponsor's action to play it, which is what we did. Um, it's funny though. I would maybe go Tamarind here to get build out of the way. I know that
Yeah,
seems
tamarind, right? Because
because like we don't need 3 reptiles doesn't do anything for us. I assume we're just going 2 reptiles. Okay, he does go Tamarind. Okay,
yeah,
and
yeah, I think tamarind.
we are now in 4 Americas. Probably are going to try to go for 5, but
Sam is in a gray spot right now.
really is. I mean,
Opponent can do a
the issue really is just lack
like
of
a
project
ship.
rewards, um, which will change this move. But uh,
Opponent did not reptile too. We can just do America 3 and then America F4 and then reptile 4 next round anyway. So it's kind of like the same thing.
that's true. Yeah, it is the it's same total
Yeah, same
points
total amount
there,
CP. So
and I guess
we
not
have
even
conservation.
really annoying. Uh, Accessible is not terrible either as the second one to keep. Um,
Uh, yeah,
Maybe with only one conservation project, I actually don't. Yeah, we're on
yeah, probably
36.
accessible.
I mean, and naturalist doesn't look that bad. I like those cubes there. Just gotta remember to build this next 2 sides next to rock after the break. Probably maybe the observation tower, but
Cable car for the opponent.
uh,
Uh,
a little bit frightening.
okay, no marketing though. That's Moonrock. That's we
That
already
would
have. Uh,
that would have been good 3 monkeys around or 3 monkeys ago. Excuse me.
uh,
Not a lot of playable
um,
stuff, but probably will get second partner zoo for Sunbear.
I really think Sam should have grabbed one of the large aquarium animal.
Just
Um,
to have a point bomb coming up.
yeah, and because like large aquarium gears like to appeal from like aquarium itself, right? So
That is true. Um, yeah, those are incentives. I mean, I don't really see it for Loggerhead, and just because there is no, I mean, like the reptile synergy gives you some additional scuba dive here, but we don't have a sponsor to market as of right now. Uh,
Mhm. No token for Sunbear, if that ever come down to it.
I like leaving the Joker tile since I don't think the opponent's ever going to go for America's 5. And we don't really, I think, have any ideas of going for Australia 5. So I think just taking the upside of ignore conditions seems good, both for Sun Bear or, if we have ideas about uh,
You know, the funny
some
thing
other.
is that as Sam's here, do you actually take marketing at your second reward over card draw?
You take marketing here as a second reward?
Yeah. Like what do you think about it?
I mean, I would think about it if we drew into some sponsors that we felt like were pretty valuable to market. I think the Bevan Rock by itself is pretty far from being able to justify it. Um,
Imagine
it's,
it would hit like a mantra or a big nose though, right?
I mean, we'll see what the next card
Ima-
draw brings. But like I guess I think I'd want snapping more so to be able to threaten to hit or to draw up things like Mandrill or Big Nose if they appear on the display. So I think
okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I do view that as more of a priority. It's too bad. It'd be nice if we could play this Hornbill, but I think we got to play the Thorny Devil and Chinese Water Dragon. But I would love to get Build out of the way. Someone said in chat says ignore token to play Zebra for accessible endgame. I guess that's a possibility. We also maybe could come up with some ideas about. It does hold on to the Baboon Rock, so maybe we will see marketing. And does mark the Zebra. I guess we could also at some point in the future do Africa Partner Zoo to do a reward breeding program if stuff with projects continues to be kind of desperate. Um, Obviously, have a nice.
Well, brown bear.
Yeah, Sam calling out a koala brown bear combo incoming. Um,
How many points would that be? To be honest, a lot.
it would be a lot. It would be a huge amount. It does. It does.
Huge. Yep.
I don't think that's what he's not doing it this move. Just where, given where Sos is and the fact that Sam threatens. No, okay, never mind. Just neither koala nor brown bear. Uh, that pilfer,
Uh,
never great, but really not that annoying right now.
oh, that's the big boy.
Oh man, 9 point Ibex. That's all right. I
I
mean,
mean, Sam is still ahead, right? But
uh,
it's getting to
not
like scary territory now.
yeah, not anymore in terms of points. I'm also curious, whether or not you would have done. I guess maybe he wanted to sort of look at what his next cards would be before deciding on a project reward. And he's gonna keep the hypnosis over Kawadi. I guess he has enough playable two sizes and ones he'd rather play than
I mean, he had a ignore token, right? So it's very playable.
true, true, true. Good catch, good catch. Moment of truth here. See if he goes after this marketing reward. Do you think
You know
Baboon
what would
Rocket
we?
and
Yeah,
Expert
yeah.
on
Go ahead.
Africa are enough payoff here? I mean,
Um, I mean they are, but they at the same time they also put you over. Uh, no, not really. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can go for it. I personally would go for it actually because I'm really greedy.
yeah, I still kind of like snapping because I feel like we really want to find a animal that could go in that 5 size. Like imagine a dugong shows up in the display. Just imagine it. Don't we want that? All of a sudden we have ideas about Australia 5. Probably not happening this game, but uh,
Mm.
with the aquarium, it's just so many points.
Okay,
D-
Sam go for like the responsible line, I would say.
is looking
Can,
accessible and snapping up the zebra. Uh,
it's for his accessible end game, right? Because with the ignore token, you can just play it and it's like 3 more icon.
I guess I understand that, but I feel like until maybe he's got thoughts about putting the giraffe in the 5 size or something. But it's just like there's not a
Mm.
ton of it. We don't have a ton of enclosures, right? We're very enclosure limited at the moment.
You know what would be really scary is that opponent finds an elephant. Then they would be in a position where they have like 3 end game showing plus an elephant end game, and like if Sam doesn't close it out soon enough, he's just gonna be completely lost on end game. Um,
Yeah, and I don't really see us getting.
we sign library, we can get one from that, but and then we can get a big cross with Sun Bear, but if opponent find elephant, they can also setting up like a very big end game that Sam may not be able to overcome.
Yeah, if this expert on Africa comes down, it could be a few endgame points, but definitely very threatening to have elephant come down. It also looks like there's going to be a bit of break chicken here. Um, we have some sustain in this round, and I think we have things we'd like to do. Whether that be anything from playing animals to building 5 sizes or
Ooh,
building some enclosures. But
okay, building for we have like a few animals we want to play, so it makes sense.
it's just I don't know. Do you ever draw up the agama here just to give yourself a little more sustain in the round, or do you think that's
I
do
think
you
are
think
we
we need?
really considering fresh chickening here?
It kind
If
of
I was
looks that way,
supposed,
though. I don't. Again, I'm not entirely sure why. I'm not sure. I guess we still don't have like a clear end once we get into next round, anyway.
is because remember opponent is better as using their card than us, right? Because they have like they can use their card as a +1 also, so they can get like all the good sponsor out and then just break and then play big animal, win on end game.
Yeah.
Opponent,
Also, I mean, they've been farming the science museum for a bit now, which has been pretty unpleasant.
that's a three side, four
Four,
sides though. That's scary.
four size double
That's
water.
actually that
Yeah.
actually is so scary.
Uh, and he's got a lot of. I mean, he's got 12 points in endgame sponsors showing. It looks like.
Yes. Okay, three side from Sam. We just nobody want to trigger the break just yet. Opponent can. Ooh, yeah. I will mention this. Like we don't know what opponent had, right? They can have great monster.
Yeah.
Stock is just a dead animal. Hello,
I'm here.
everyone.
You hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You got a little bit
I
of
think
background
bonus
noise there
just
for a
came
moment.
in.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't see a lot of kind of outs here for Sam. I think,
like imagine if like Faerch play something like even a guided school tour here. That is like so depressing already.
yeah. I think he has to hope that Fair breaks, and I don't really know why he would. Um,
Yeah, I mean, as Faerch, yeah, I would just like double bap until like Sam give up. To be honest, just do double pavilion until like Sam, know. Oh, build with two sides. That also touching rock.
does he have Asian partners too? Because I think if so, that has no.
Oh no, he doesn't.
So he doesn't have Sumatran Tiger, presumably, or at least doesn't have intentions of playing it. Sam is going to
How so?
cause the break here. It looks like
I mean,
decides to
what else can he do, right?
play a landscape gardener for no reason. Nothing.
Oh, that's bad. That's a blank.
Yeah, nothing after the break.
Imagine
Very
it.
exciting. I mean, best card here
I
is
think the best, yeah,
yeah. I guess
the
just
best
have
card there would probably be either Rhino for 5 CP project or Elephant, but we didn't find any.
uh Sea Cave Matter. Not really for either player. I mean, it's a project to do, perhaps. Okay, we have I guess you could go Sun Bear Preg breeding and
And
do
then
something do something else to
some
do bird breeding with either the long bill
submit
or
something.
Asian beef fowl. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I think there are. I think with donations we have enough to end this round, but I don't think the end is going to be fast enough or strong enough to beat whatever.
Okay, that's 7. That's 9 point by the way because of Expo Australia and cable car,
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, that's not that scary, but it's actually terrifying.
and it's also a card draw, which is Oh, Sam is dead. I think Sam is dead.
Yeah, that's going to end it. So I mean, best move, last move is going to be Sun Bear Indian Peafowl, I think, into bird
No,
breeding.
he can do hypno also, right?
Okay.
So Sunbear, defoul, no Sunbear hypno, and then maybe befoul. Yeah, he got like 3 action that he can play around with.
It's cute, at least. Actually, maybe it might actually be, depending on what his X token situation is, it might be better to do Giraffe. Sarah ever aligned with Giraffe? Probably
Oh,
not.
Giraffe, and then
Because you get,
block. Uh,
yeah, you don't have you have to play the Agama too, though, is the issue. And you don't really have enough animal plays to do both of those. Uh, Assuming you're
so
also doing the
yeah,
hypnosis. I mean, you get the rep off the giraffe. Um, but I'm not sure.
nah, I think it's just
I think you just use
I
the
think it's
X
just
tokens to get the
Sunbear.
rep, but and you get the rep off of bird breeding anyway. So there's no real reason to play the giraffe. Okay. Uh,
So what you can do is Sunbear hypno do project release the Galapagos, and then he actually have 2 more enclosure to place his animals in.
because
Uh, ha- yeah, Galapagos release would be like the best option right now,
you can
I
play it
think.
next to the observation tower.
Yeah, because you also get the 2 extra appeal, right? So
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it
just
is nice.
Sunbear, Hypno, and then but money is really tight though. I don't think even if 12 money, I don't think he have enough for like his maybe his four animal just have to be the agama, the agama. 38 money, 38 money. Yeah, 38 is enough for like two animals, so it's gonna be quite close. No, I don't think it's gonna be close at all. Actually, opponent has
Yeah,
four in game to L2.
it does seem like the end game situation is insurmountable. Unfortunately,
Has to be sea cave here. Yeah, yeah, has to be sea cave here.
oh,
Is it?
he's thinking
Mm,
about losing. I guess the
so, but
accessible, but I think he gets it. I think he still ends up with no. He'll lose three, so he'll have six requirements, and that will not be enough to get two CP off the end game.
oh,
So it would go down to one. So releasing,
it, I haven't really look at the map, but I think it's they actually quite close. Okay, they'll go for the sea cave, not donation. You need money to play bow giraffe and
it's gonna be
yeah,
yeah
enough money, right?
33. Yeah, you're
Yeah, so no donation.
you're not gonna have enough
But
unless
you,
I guess if with the hypno action you can take five money. Oh wait, no, because
no, no,
you have
this
to
hippo
take
option is for
worker.
animal
You
again.
have to take worker first. Oh, it's for animal again. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Wait, what? What? Is it better to just play giraffe and
I think he's looking at I guess he just wants to give himself an out with porcupine here to dig into something that does something.
I mean he had 18 money, right? I think B5 is the best thing that he can play anyway.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what you could find, but I guess just
So this is 1 point less than giraffe. Not too bad, but uh unless like opponent had that endgame. Oh, research do for four. I
yeah,
mean, even if rough, very rough.
no, not
C1, man. Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
not particularly close in the end. I think with all those end games, did seem like he had Sam had a pretty okay start, but I do think the lack of early projects really hurt him. Like you could tell he was really wanting for a two size reward for like the first couple of rounds of the game, and uh, then that one particularly long round. I think the
Yeah.
last round, Faerch just got to play so many sponsors and had also set himself up well with some good sponsors in the early game. That ended up really paying off between Cable Car, Science Museum, and Exponent Australia.
Okay, I think Fair's with us today. With us right now. Sorry.
Awesome.
Um.
Hey, Faerch,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thanks. Just one moment.
Okay. So we have the winner with us, but he needs a moment, so we can like talk some more, I guess. Um.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're coming
Perfect.
through.
Perfectly.
Yeah. Okay. I just had to mess with my voice settings. So
So you can see the score from Sam's perspective is a 3-1 victory here for Faerch. Pretty uh, great performance. I think things. Was there a game in particular you felt like uh, went really well, or you felt had uh, maybe it was at risk of running out of control, but you managed to hit the cards you needed, or we were watching this all from Sam's perspective, so we were you know always sort of taken we were taken a little bit more by surprise by your actions than if we were alternating viewpoints. So I'd be curious to hear about your perspective going through the games and how you felt each was going, and whether there were any where you managed to win, but you were a little surprised by, because it felt like you had a pretty good handle on all the games that you won, and just game three being one where it got away from you.
Yeah, all the wins I had pretty good hands. I had good sponsors, and the game I lost, for the first, I hate AI, and I made a mistake letting him have the African monkey and the release. And just no sponsors at all. So I really felt it was just the best hands who won the games.
Yeah, actually, we forgot about ignore conditions, letting him play the monkey from range. We thought when you took up the rock monitor that it kind of put that out of the cards for him.
Yeah,
But
that was the idea. Or if he didn't get it, I could dig both into my hands and get them. So yeah. But I forgot his ignore.
very nice.
Yeah,
And
it was cute play for him.
So you had two Siberian tigers, a lot of Asia projects today. Would you say that was the card of the day for you, or was there one you felt like was delivering even more?
Actually, spokesperson did a lot of work in both game 1
Yeah.
and 2. Yeah,
That's
Especially the
true.
cyanide con, right? I believe it's like 2 museum at least.
Yeah.
At least 1 side lab. I don't.
Yeah, and a medical breakthrough in one game as well.
Yeah. And then Sam also get off with a sponsor on his third game as well. I think like most of the wins in this series was just based on like a extremely strong sponsor engine, especially the Cyan engine.
But it was the first time I tried T1 in Emu Cup, and it went above expectation. The idea was to pick the worst map to get him in the rematch on. So yeah, I consider caves a T1, but I prefer T1 myself. So.
Oh, great! Thank you for sharing, because we were actually talking about like the strategy of taking a very bad map just so you have like favorable matchup going into like game 5. So didn't turn out so bad, to be honest.
No, I actually like T1. I'm still a bit surprised how poor it's going, faring in Emu Cup, but I haven't tried it myself before now. So
Okay.
I really like. If I want to highlight a move in the last game, it was taking the 3 rep reward to get the science one that draw cards.
I see.
That was big.
Thank you for casting. That's always makes it more fun to play these games.
Yeah, no, very well played, and big congratulations on closing this one out. Did you sort of feel like the tide turned it all in game three, or did you still feel like this is a game, or go? I'm still in a really good position in the overall series, being up 2-1. I have this plan to pick T1. Game five, I should be able to take this, or were you beginning to feel a bit of a momentum shift after that? The first
No,
loss.
I didn't like AI to start with. Maybe I should have banned it, but I think I had a decent chance to actually need to win one of those, and that's why I think Sam is a better player. So I tried to put him in as much disadvantage as I could in game 5, but never needed it. So.
Really nice. Any sort of big decision points from your perspective where you were trying to figure out, which sort of lines you ought to go down, which projects you wanted to pursue, where you had multiple options and you felt like, you could have
I
gone
think
one or two directions with the game?
Game 3, I have cards at 5 with digging. There's a Sunburn, there's Explorer. I already had a lot of Asia, so I took decided to go for the Sunburn, and then after digging the Explorer, telling the Communicator come out, and I wasn't sure what the right move was there.
No, I remember that.
I was struggling for workers in that game. So.
No, that was pretty tough. I mean, with you already have the Asia Partner Zoo, so it makes a lot of sense to just pick, and it's a base project to pick up the Sun Bear. But Definitely, you hate to dig away the explorer if the talented communicator shows up for the guy with sponsors upgraded.
But otherwise, I thought my hands were pretty straightforward. It would be a bit dicey in game one where he took the sea animal projects away, but it went
Yeah,
fairly
I think
well.
you ended up playing a lot of sea animals that game, as I recall. Full large aquarium, I
Yeah,
think, by the end of it.
yeah, I had the sawfish in hand from start, so I was really hoping to get the. But in my first card action, I draw the so bad with name the pavilion fish.
Oh, the hawkfish.
So I was a bit yeah, I was a bit safe by that. Otherwise, I have no animals to play in round one.
Nice. Well, really, really nice performances. It did seem most of the games were pretty, I think, decisive one way or another, and so it did seem like you were in a pretty
Yeah.
secure position throughout all of them that you won. Did you? Were there any where you were concerned? I mean, you tended to have a pretty big lineup of end game sponsors and pretty good end game uh, rewards or sort of end of game uh, draws at the start of the game. Those end of game cards, but I don't know. Did you feel concerned about any of them going into Endgame, or did you kind of know where you were at?
Uh, I think it was pretty clear. Always get a little nervous when you see him getting 2 extra actions, but he was super far behind. I really good end games, so no, not that nervous.
Yeah, not really great projects to kind of use those extra actions, and yeah, that your Endgame wall was pretty impenetrable in that final game four there. Um, any thoughts going into your next matchup about your upcoming opponent?
It's a very long time since I played Nicholas, but I think I'm 3-0 or 4-0 against him. But I can see. I think the last time I played him was in 2024 or something like that. So I don't really know much about his playstyle right now.
Very cool. Well,
So
good luck. Sorry, go ahead, Cal.
yeah, yeah. Just want to mention that Nicholas is like the only top seed that was announced at 800. So kind of interesting to see like how far he would make it.
Yeah, I'm excited going forward. I remember him when I played him before. He stuck to the old meta a long time, taking worker, upgrading build. But I can only imagine he has a more modern meta, modern playstyle right now.
So do you plan to like do some little studying, go through his game?
Yeah, probably a few games just to see if I can pick up on any
Okay.
patterns.
Okay, that's important to be honest. You know, knowing where your opponent is good at, and
Yeah,
try to
you
like
don't
play
have to.
around
Yeah,
that.
you don't have to do that when you're playing Sam. Everybody knows how he's playing, so yeah. So, but yeah, I'm gonna run now. So thank you for casting again.
Thank you for playing and
Okay,
joining us for the post game interview. Congrats again on the win and good luck in the next round.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, we're gonna end the stream here
okay.
momentarily, but want to thank Panda for organizing this. Thank Cal for co-casting today. It's been a lot of fun and had a lot of great insights on different lines and the various games that we were playing and the strategy of map picking and banning and so on. If you're new and want to keep up, definitely like and subscribe to the channel and leave comments if you have thoughts on uh, any of the games or things we missed or could do to improve for next time. Cal, do you have any final thoughts before we say goodbye?
I'm good. Thank everyone for tuning in, and I see you in the next series.
All right. Thanks so much, Cal, and thanks for everyone for joining. Bye, guys. Okay. Stream's over. Great job, Cal.